Hey guys, Becky here from Frenzied Printing. I'm here with the Anycubic Kobra S1 Max machine, and it's finally sitting still for once. So I'm gonna go through the hot end. Let's take it apart and look inside. Okay, let's start with this bottom cover. It's just magnetically on there. You just pull and it comes right off. So there's that. This just has the fan duct on it. There's no cables or wires or anything. It's got a little foam gasket to help seal it up. There we go. It's off. Now you could see in here the nozzle. It's covered up by a silicone sock. You just pull the sock off like that. It's not solid all the way around. It does have an open back on the sock. There's that. It's got this little clamshell clasp right here where you can just flick it this way and this way. And there's your nozzle right there. You can gently pull it forward and down, and it comes right out. Also, the heat sink opens up like so. Okay, I don't know about you, but this reminds me of a flasher. Guy with a long raincoat, the flasher nozzle release. I don't know. We're gonna come up with a catchy name for it, right? The flasher. That's what I'm gonna call it. Now, putting this back in, you can see right there, there is a groove and a little indent. And on the back of the nozzle, there's its counterpart. So they clip together at that location, and that should hold it in. There's also a very little lip right here on the nozzle. Let me see if I can get it closer to the camera. See that? So there's a little lip on the end of the hot end. There's also this little bump, or a bigger bump, I should say, on the top. So you have the top bump, then you have the middle bump, then you have the very end bump. So that's the quick release flasher nozzle. Put it back in, close it back up, just like that. On this side of the print head, this is the extruder tension screw, so you can adjust how tight the filament is being pressed against the gears of the extruder. And this is a housing screw. So when you unscrew this, you can take the front of this housing off to access the rest of the extruder area. Now on the other side, you can also see a housing screw. This is a fan, and then another housing screw down here at the bottom. So you got to take off those 3 screws, these 2 on this side and the one on the other side, and then this you can take off. So I started recording taking the housing off, only come to find out the head of this screw is rounded, and now I'm not going to be able to take this off. This is a beta machine, so I mean, I'm just going to roll with it, but I'll figure out how to get it out of there. I'm sure if you guys have suggestions on how to get this out, please put it in the comments, because my first thought is to jam a rubber band over the top of it and then put the tool in there and try to unscrew it or back it out. I mean, that's going to be my first attempt. Just to kind of get away with this, to get through the video, what I did was I loosened this screw, and then I can pull, and I took the other screws out. I can pull the housing forward, right? And that kind of actually works, to be honest with you. That actually works as a method to like not have this drop so fast and dangle and possibly damage my cord here to my cooling fan. And I did show this on a previous video about TPU, but this quick release Bowden thing is amazing. That's like super easy to take off now, whereas before it was so hard. And then over here we have another part cooling fan. You already have one on the front cover. This cools down the entire unit, and this cools down the nozzle. So there's the two fans. Then you have, this is the cutter blade. That mechanism pushes in a tiny little blade over the top of your filament, the throat to your nozzle, and it cuts it so that even though you have hot filament in here, or rather down here below the heat sink, when you cut it here, it can then, the cold filament can retract back up and a new piece of filament can go back in, and that's how it swaps out the filament. For those of you that are new to 3D printing or multicolor 3D printing. Okay, so there are 4 screws on the housing, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Once you remove the screws, it just slides right off, and then you can access the PCB, which is the brain of the print head. When you're putting this back on, make sure that you're resting the plastic part on this black part here, and that it slides right on nice and neat, and that there's no cables or wires sticking out or getting pinched when you put it back on. Don't forget to put the screws back on. Got the machine all put back together, so it's trivia night, so I'm gonna head out, but before I do, I'm going to put a print on here, and one of the requests was to print a white ball with black spots on it so that y'all could see like the flushing and color bleed, I guess. So I'll print that